Hello from Hong Kong.
Woo! My favorite memory in Seremban Church of Christ would be the Sunday school, especially our Messy Church program. I remember we stayed back to build castle, we stayed back to build a boat, we stayed back to do so many things together, and I'll always treasure the friendships made with the Sunday school teachers and all the kids at Seremban. And of course, he says my favorite memory is meeting him.
So my greatest memory that I had in Seremban Church of Christ is really the football that we played after every worship. We used to have English tuition as well, especially the boys with Uncle Godwin. And after that, or even before that, we played football together at the church compound, the Lobak church compound, and it was fun for me. And I have to be honest, ever since I got here in Hong Kong, I do miss the singing of the hymns of praise in Seremban. That was something that I missed being here in Hong Kong, and whenever I get back and I have a chance, definitely I'll visit Seremban again. So have a good celebration. Apologies that I couldn't be back there to celebrate with you, but happy anniversary.
The annual lock-in that we had as youth, it was a time where youth get together. We play games, go through lessons. This simple yet special moment really forms the core memory for me that I will cherish forever.
As a kid, I would usually attend Sunday Bible class. And after that, we would spend time playing football, spend time over a meal. These memories make us cherish each other, keeping each other close, side by side until now.
One that I treasure a lot is the time during lock-in, when we would spend the night in church with our friends, and when we were older, we were able to connect it ourselves and even invite members from other church to join us.
One of my fondest memories of the church is all the annual lock-ins, the times of fellowship, these inspirations. All of these take a very dear place in my heart.
Growing up with a bunch of youths that we have in Seremban, every moment with them is just special.
I would say the mission trips to NIAS, it was enriching and it was an eye-opener doing God's work in another country.
Very honored that we could host the youth and young adults at our home every month, where they had their devotion, games, and singing and prayer.
I particularly like the idea when Tony was doing the mama shop after service every Sunday. He bring up the tray of cups and then coffee, Milo, tea, and bring some tidbits, biscuits, and we share moments together for about half an hour or so after service every Sunday.
The best thing that ever happened to me in the church was going to futsal with them, going to activities with them, to the church activities, the cell groups, the small groups, and the gatherings we had, and even badminton, futsal, and lock-in especially we had every year. And yeah, I consider that church to be a part of my second home, and I'm forever grateful for that. Thank you.
The times that we have our meals together, from our Sunday lunches to our late night suppers during our midweek get-together. From the meals we share in our homes, little homes, and during the feasts that we have during like group meetings at church. Those were the good times.
Well, congratulations on the church that's going to celebrate your 60th anniversary. I said I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to share a moment of our lives in the church with you. And it was actually very early on in 1975 when the church had an intercongregational church camp, down in the Stella Mary bungalow camp in Ox Dixon. And I remember that event because for two things. Number one, I have to go against my father's wishes to go to the camp. I asked him for permission to go 2 or 3 times, and each time he said no. And in the end, I decided myself that I would go. So And then at the camp, it was my first church camp. And then I was very impressed with the fellowship of the Christians that came from all over Malaysia. And then as we were lining up for food, I remember spying on a beautiful, nice girl, and of course she's sitting next to me right now. She doesn't know about it at the time, and I didn't know that she would be my life partner.
Wait, let me interrupt. I remember this skinny guy coming into the kitchen and asking for milk or Milo. I just can't believe it because we were so busy in the kitchen and this fella come in and ask for milk and Milo. Oh my goodness.
It was memorable because of the unity. We actually slept on mats or the wooden floors. It was nothing like the camps that you are experiencing now. We all kind of slept on the boys are kind of slept on the floors in the hall, and we all just kind of lying ourselves out on the church on the mat. Okay. Anyway, we had a good time doing church work and campaigning, and also have a fellowship together in the church. And that was my most memorable experience of the church.